So what we're going to do right now is we're going to spool up one of these brand new Daiwa BG MQs. This reel is fantastic because with this MQ body, it is a really rigid, durable body. They've been able to put bigger gears in it. So what that means to us is that we can use a reel that is smaller and lighter. The smaller and lighter reel helps me to make a more accurate cast to put that thing right in the strike zone. Sometimes that's just a little area right in front of the fish. So this is the reel that we're choosing, a 2500. With a 2500 reel, you're going to be able to get about 150 yards of mono on there, or up to about 220 yards of braid. Today we're going to use this 15-pound J-braid X Grand. This is a really good line. It's very smooth. I love the way it casts and it behaves well on the reel. So it's real easy to do. We're just going to take this line and we're going to tie a uni knot. And a uni knot is very easy to do. We have a tutorial on our YouTube page. If you can't follow here, you can go there. You just make a little loop like this, go through 5 times, like that, and as I pull this tag in, what's going to happen, a lot of times we'll do this with a lure on, but today we're going to do it just to tie on the spool. So I'm just going to kind of tighten it down like that, and what is left is a loop at the end. I'll go ahead and I'm going to tighten this down pretty tight with the tag end, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right at the knot. Okay, so now here's my loop. I'm simply going to put this, first you got to open the bail. You don't want to make that mistake. Open the bail and put this on, and you want to make sure that your knot cinches down right on this rubber gasket. So now that we have that cinched down onto the rubber gasket, that's going to provide an excellent anchor point, and we're simply just going to reel in this line, and I'm going to hold it in my hand right here as tight as I can. So I'm going to keep tension on the line and reel it in on the spool as tight as I possibly can. You don't want to reel it in all the way to the very edge of the spool, because that's a way that you can get wind knots. You leave a little bit of extra spool, just about like that. So the spool is not completely full all the way to the end. I've left a little bit of an edge, and that's going to help the line to stay on the reel and not develop wind knots. When I cast really hard, it's going to behave nicely. So now all I do is cut this off, put a leader on, and we're ready to go fishing. Now this little reel is going to be capable of catching anything that I'm going to get into in flamingo. I'm going to pair it with a 7-foot light action rod. This is the St. Croix. I love these rods. This is going to be the perfect setup for me to fish in flamingo. So you can find this reel, this rod, the line that we used, and in fact you can find all the gear that we used at the link below and buy from TackleDirect.